Welcome to Sci-Fi Crafts, and today I show you how to get a nice flame, all the different colors there, the purple and the blue and stuff. Due to huge demand on Reddit and other social media, I'm just going to show you how to do this. It's way easier than you think. Flame goes out and in and back out and push and smoke and stuff. So yeah, let's get started. And what do we have here? The main characters of our little diorama model painting video. Tiny 1.8mm blue LED, 3mm, just because I was out of 5mm, yellow LED, and 5mm super bright orange LED. Those two need 3 to 3.5 volts, roughly. This one, red, orange, they need 2.2 to like 2.5. So we need resistors because I want to power this with a lithium ion cell. How do we make this work? Resistors eat away a bit of the energy. It's actually a waste, but it's the easiest method. Of the 4 volts we have, we only need 3, so we get rid of 1 volt. And when you divide that by the current the LED needs, which is 20 milliamps, you get 50 ohms resistance, and the closest value to that is this, there it is, 47 ohm resistor, and so we need one of them for the blue and the yellow. The orange one, as mentioned, needs around like, let's say 2.4, 2.5 to max it out, brightness wise. Means we need to get rid of almost 2 volts divided by 0.02 amps, 100 ohm. That's this little guy right here. Yeah, good resistor. That's it. This is an AA battery holder. AA as in Mignon, or that's the size of the battery. And those steel fins here, they drive me nuts. You put solder on them. You could also just twiddle it in this loophole there and twist it and turn it. But I want it clean, so solder. This is like one of those twin leads. As you can see, it's black and red. And usually black is for minus and red for plus. And before we solder them directly onto the holder, we give it a bit of solder on the ends. And now, what did I say? Black. Where's black? There's black. Good boy. Come on. You're on camera. Behave. Dude. 1. You don't have to use this kind of wire. It doesn't really matter. But I have it available, so I use it. That's the power supply. Now for the other end. If you want to make this, I mean, we all want to. We cut this and add, you probably guessed it, a switch. And this is actually really easy. You just put it right in the red line, the plus line. Once again, solder. This one has 3 pins. Only need the middle one and one of the outer ones. Doesn't really matter which one. Like that. You can also use a knife. I have fancy tools for everything. I'm sorry. Yeah. And big fingers too. You know what they say about guys with big hands? They need big gloves. Middle pin. Like this. As a base for the fire, I use plexiglass rod, and I have no idea why, but all I had left was square rod. So yeah, they're also available in like cylindrical shape, like round stock, but I don't have it, so we use this stuff. And I use acrylic because it's transparent, so even if we only have one LED along the rod here, it also shines through. If I would go and use styrene or wood, what's the problem? It's not transparent, so it will block the way for the light, and that way you can get an even nice flame around the entire thing with wood or steel or just a wire. Wire would actually work. Wire is still enough, but if you want to use have a stable base that's not gonna budge and twist and bend, use something like this. So I like to cut the one leg short. That's the leg that goes onto the LED then. And for the LEDs, the long wire is the plus wire, usually. So, off with you. And on the small one, I hope you can see that. Where's my tweezers? There. The little blue minus there, you can guess it. It indicates minus, so that's minus. And just to make sure I'm not screwing it up later, let's make this shorter. And just, you're the first, little one, you're the first. Congratulations. Solder on the end we are using first, and then a bit of here. Like this. There we have it. All three wired. And I'll just put away the minus. That's already away enough. Bend it away from the core. And now I can actually glue this to the plexi rod. I just keep it longer because I want to reuse it later. You can, if you want to attach it to a board like me over there, you cut it and glue it into the barrel of your flamethrower, or stick it in the ground for an explosion, whatever you want. And the starting point is also, like really always, the little blue LED that gives it this ignition area kind of look that I showed you at the beginning. And if you want that, blue first. Best glue for this is indeed hot glue. We all have it, we all love it. And like I said before, I try to separate the minus and plus line just to make sure they don't touch or interfere, because there would be a short circuit in it. We don't want that. It's actually nice to have a square, because now we can use this side nice and flat and even for the minus. You have to go around this resistor and combine them like right here. I think I should do that first. Another tiny drop. Now the minus line, like this. And now we can fit it here press it to the core. And that's it. And the same, like now we can put this one here, because, you know, where they meet. And that's almost it. Believe it or not, that's the hard part. And now we bend this to meet the minus line. And we cut it a bit short in a minute. Just perfect. Snippers and snip. And there we have it. And now this is where the black one is going. And we can actually cut this a bit. Way too long. Put a bit of solder once again there on the end, like this. And if you want, you can protect the lines to make sure they don't touch anything that's conducting other electricity, whatever, with hot glue, or use tiny like shrink tubings on the bare wires. And that's actually it. And now let's test it. Maybe not on the metal block. They all light up, and all we need now is a bit of cotton flocks, and really, like, you can tear them apart, or you form like one line like this and tear it apart. And that's the first layer can actually just be like wrapped around this, but I want this to look like detailed, so tiny portions like an explosions, all the tiny bubbles coming out of there. If you want that, the more of these the better. Let's mix it here. Pull it apart a bit. It's always you need a nice even coverage. Around the LEDs you actually need a bit more, because that's where they are the shiniest, the brightest. So I don't even need much glue. I just put it around like this, and the fibers do the rest. Let's try to recreate the flamethrower effect here. It also works for jet engines. I got a nice example for that. It's a video that I have on my channel. Check it out if you want. I think it's the cargo dropship scratch build, and also the Mr. Gutsy also has a jet engine below. So yeah, more than enough uses for something cool like this. And now, as you can see, this doesn't really look like smoke yet. It's way too bright, so let's add some color. This is how I do it, and since this is my video, I just show you how I'm doing it. Tape, then you make a loop, and now don't push it in too hard. And it's better to tear apart first and then apply applying color to the spray to one big chunk. It always goes on the outside, and the inner is still too white. So let's do it like this. And now spray paint. I know not everyone has an airbrush. I actually have an airbrush. I just want to show the easiest, most common method. So all you're gonna need is and maybe do it like on the outside. This is an exception. I usually don't. I don't spray inside of the apartment. Maybe some blacker than others. See. Just ran to the bathroom to dry it. Another advantage of spray paint, like regular spray paint, is it's not water based, so it dries a lot faster. With airbrush and water, the fibers just stick together way to it clumps and it gets gooey. And with spray paint, see, Nice and even, dry, very fine detail. And now when you pull it apart, you still get the white shiny areas, which are, you know, going to get lit once the LEDs hit it from the inside. So yeah, let's just slap it on there. It's easy to spray our little cotton churro here. I applied a bit of spray to that as well. And now, yeah, this is too white on the bottom side. Doesn't matter. I try to put on more in the front where it's usually thicker in the back, and then now you roll it up and build it up. And you can still tug it and tear it apart. Stick it here, stick it there. Does this look like a flame to you? Not really, at least not yet. I need a tiny bit of black fiber right there. See, now you can add like smaller bits just to make it more detail. It's not cotton candy, it's a freaking flame. With fire and smoke and stuff. And the smoke doesn't really always stick to it. Also, you know, it goes up a bit. Thermodynamics. That's why I say go up in flames. They rise a bit and get, you know, boom, nice cone. I will totally put this on my flame bot there, which I actually started before the freaking war. So next project is non-military, just for the change of scene there. Little teaser for you guys. So. Boom. See, the blue is a bit too dominant. You can still hide a bit more. Under here. And the room isn't even that dark. See, it looks amazing. There's yellow. It's a bit overpowered by the lights out. See? Oh, baby. The blue is still a bit too much for me, but it looks nice as a, like, imagine this is a jet engine, you know, spaceship here, whoosh, wow. It looks way nicer than the first one. Damn it. Yeah, nice. Wow. Let's try this with the lights out. Oh boy. And now the camera makes it glow a bit more. In fact, it looks a bit more dim, and you can't really, this is not this white core here is still yellow, and this is way redder. But it looks so damn nice. See this? And if it's too much for you, you can still add more black and cover up the areas that you want darker, like this. See, and then every layer adds a bit of volume and makes it more live and more real. So as much as you want to put on there, until you're happy, just slap on and on and on and on. I can see myself doing this for the next at least 15 minutes. I don't want to torture you guys. I just want to make a short, informative video. And here, where the yellow and the blue meets, you have a nice little violet purple area. Damn, that looks really nice. Looks even cooler on an even background. I thought I'd show you this before, and I call it a day and end the video. So that's it for today. If you want to see more tutorials like this, let me know. If you want to see more tanks or mechs, you know, talk to me. The channel still feels brand new, so whatever you want to see, let me know, and we make it happen. Consider becoming a Patreon, I got something really, really, really big coming, but I can't afford it. So yeah, damn, this looks amazing. God. See, now I can't stop adding tiny. It's annoying, almost annoying. And by the way, if you wanna make this a bit more stable, you can now spray some hairspray on. The finer the better. You don't want like huge drops of hairspray in a nice even coat. So don't start spraying here. Start here and then 1, 2, 3, and so on. Just as an advice from a semi-professional painter, if you wanna make this a bit more stiff and wind resistant, that works fine. So I'm just gonna call it good now, and yeah, call it a flame. You can check out my other videos if you like. A lot of like sci-fi craft, like I said, the Mr. Gutsy and some kit bashed spaceships, and one thing inspired by Space Goose, aka Eric Goyce. How do you even pronounce this in English? On my channel, so check them out if you want. And like I said before, if you want more tutorials like this, maybe a bit more about LEDs and stuff, let me know in the comments. And yeah, now do what people on YouTube have to do, like the hit button and subscribe if you like. Consider once again joining me on Patreon. I have like 0 people there. It's a bit sad, but something big is coming, and after that something even bigger. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned a thing or two listening to my ranting about cotton. And yeah, I see you next time.